What's oh,
Now the sound is on. Hello, everyone. How are you doing, Mama?
all right.
Oh, forgot to mute my phone. All right. Um, no camera again today because just moved and the lighting's not great. Um, it looks like this. So I gotta do something about the um window that's right here, plus background, and I need to set up a new desk. So we're just gonna leave the camera off for the moment. Um, But I don't have anything else to talk about except for Sudoku puzzles, unless you have something you want to talk about, Mama.
Nope, Sudoku's good.
All right, and we are streaming Sudoku puzzles. So, first puzzle up today is going to be Crystallization of Arrows by Will Power. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Arrows. Numbers on arrows sum to the number on the arrow's origin, circle, or pill. Pills are read from left to right. Some circles and pills do not have an arrow. Crystallization. Pink pills are the sum of the two pills or circles below them. Kropke pairs. Numbers with a white dot between them are consecutive, and numbers with a black dot between them are in a ratio of 2 to 1. Not all possible dots are shown. Okay, I'm a bit confused, just based off of the uh, rules as they are, but I think we'll get it figured out. Link in the chat. Okay,
Well, the pink pills are fairly,
yeah,
and the first digit of all those is going to be 1 through 4 because it can't be more than 45.
yeah.
Actually, that one in box one is going to be a 3 or a 4.
That's 10. I mean, I guess theoretically this one
And,
could still be like 19 or something.
well, since the top pill in box one
Hmm.
is the sum of those two, then the pill that pill on the right, yeah. Well, the pill, the whole thing, is going to be the sum of the other circle.
And in order to get to 31 at minimum, this has to be at least this has to be at least 20, 22. Because the minimum or the maximum this can be
Right.
is a 9. Yeah, so this is the sum of that, 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 is the sum of that.
Is right, because that bottom one's not pink. Is it? Yes, it's pink.
Yeah, it
It's the sum
is.
of those 2 below it.
Yeah. Now,
Well, and it's
yeah, and then
well, because I guess it
this
could be
couldn't be um
well, the bottom one
mhm,
in box 9, it's gonna be max 17.
yeah.
Oh, okay, it's just with the what's beside it, not with the pill. But the white Kropke in box 9, well, the bottom is minimum 5 because that can't be 1, 2 on the arrow. It can't be 19. It's 17 is the
Right.
minimum or maximum it could be. So the bottom can't be 9.
This is really close to 45, especially because we've got 3 that stick out, but that can still be less than this dot. Um,
Um, column 1, if you skip the pill and the circle, because what's below the circle, how's that circle gonna work?
I think this circle's ignored, same with this one.
Okay.
Because if we looked at this circle, um, that's 6, 9, 10. Yeah. So this circle has to be ignored. And then, I mean,
Well,
this
that
is
one
minimum
definitely
41.
does.
Yeah. So those both have to be ignored. Yeah. I think just all of these circles don't even have arrows attached to them, just these two.
Yeah, it says some circles and pills do not have an arrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this one.
Well, and that box 1 is a black Kropke dot.
Right. Um,
1468. Oh, yeah, 2. I forgot the 2. That's minimum 20. Oh, wait a minute. Is minimum 29, so that's minimum 30 for that arrow. Oh, we already knew that.
mhm. This is
Box
minimum
9,
14, so I can't use a 4.
the center digit, the right half of the pill, that's minimum 6. Because there's already one in the box, so the arrow that's oh no, that's for the whole box, not just the circle. Never mind.
If this was a 5, 5 and 8 is at most 13. Well, 5 and 8 is 13, which is the most that that could be if this was a 5. So this isn't a 5. Vroom. Okay. I mean, the sum of this is minimum 16, which would make this minimum 16 plus something for 17. So this would have to be at least a 3. Um, so this was a 1, then 17 and 2 is 19 minimum. Is that right? Because this would be minimum 16. So this is minimum 16. No, this would be minimum 18. But then this has to be a minimum 20 if this is minimum 18, because that would be a minimum of a 2. So then this couldn't be a 1? I mean, it couldn't be a 1 anyway, because if it was a 1, then this would be 20 something, so that wouldn't be possible.
Right.
Which immediately makes this up to 20. Yeah, okay. Now, this up here is saying this could go all the way up to 51. And this all the way up to 56. But that's not going to be possible if this is maximum 51. Torax says, can row 6, column 5 be 1 with the right crop key? If that was a 1, then this one above would be a 2, and then this would be 30, and 19 and 9, well, I guess 19 and 8, it would only be 27. So you couldn't do 1, 2, and make that work. Thank you for that, Torak. I'm really struggling to see what I'm supposed to do down here. Okay, since this has to be minimum 2, this has to be minimum 3. Because if this was a 2, that would be a 3, and then this would be bigger than that. So this can't be a 2, which is going to remove the 2 from there, which is going to remove the 2 from here, which is going to force this to be a 4. Unless it can be a 5, because this is maximum 51, according to the programming here. Which, if I
Right.
made, I don't know, all of this, um, well, it's complicated because of this, but if I wanted to make 51 here, then this is 45 minus 5, which is 40, minus 1, which is 39. 39, I can add a 9 to, and that gets me 48. So it's not possible to get to 51, because then I'd have to use a 5 on here. The way it's calculating 51 for this group was if I did 3 off of the top of here, making this 42, and you add 9 to 42, and that gets you 51. So, but because I'd have to use the 5 here, I would reuse the 5. That's not allowed. So this must be a 4. This must be a 3. Therefore, 3 times 2 is 6. So these two are 16. That's a 7-9 pair. Then this is forced to be a 3. That's forced to be a 3. That's forced to be a 2. So this has to be a 1. And now these are 11, which is 4, 7, or 5, 6. Okay. So progress has been made. Ah, the maximum that these can be now. Oh, that doesn't matter, because I know it's 46. Which means if this is 45, then I remove a 4, then this is maximum 41. Now, this top one has some wiggle room. But I'm not sure what to say about it. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 5, and 8.
Well, then row 9, that one is going to be 5 more
Then this one?
than that one.
Right. Which means it's 6, 7, and this couldn't be 5 or 8. And then this 6 means that's not it. So this is a 7, that's a 2. Yeah. Now we don't have 7s here. Okay, these two sum to that, which isn't particularly helpful. Well, it's definitely helpful, but it's not going to be enough. This has to be minimum 5. But there's no way to escape having a 7 on here. So this one's 9 and that one's 7.
And that in column 1, the top of the crappie dots can't be a 5 because it can't
Right.
go 5, 6, 5.
678 765 876. Okay, now these two sum to 7. So it's not 3 and 4. 1, 2 takes off 6 and 5. So now these two sum to that. So this is 4 or 5. These two sum to 11, so they're not 5 and 6.
And the 4, 7 pair makes the 6 in the center of the crappies.
This is 7, goes down to 6, goes down to 5.
So column 1 is left with 1, 3, and 8.
This is either 4, 5, which would break this. So it's not 4, 5. It must be 8, 9. So that's 1, 2, 4, 5. So we've got 17 here, which means these 4 are 20. Oh, along with the 2. So now they're 18.
Row 6 is left with 1, 3, and 5.
1, 2, 3. Well, if it can't go 1, 2, 3, and that's not a 1, so that is. It can't go
It can't go to 4.
right because of the 4, 5, and it can't go 3, 2, 1 because of the 1 up here. So this isn't a
Right.
3, so that's 5 and 3. 4, 6, it can't be a 4, so that must go 6, 7. Um,
And right now, that arrow
8,
in
9.
box 6, what's on there at the moment sums to 10, and you can't get to 20.
Still do 6, 8 for 14. But if it's 17, it would be an 8, 9. So you have to have a 9 on
So
one
you
of
can't use
those.
7
Yeah,
because it
since you
sums
said
either.
this was 10, then it has to be 8, 9.
Right now,
Um,
the circled with that can't.
yeah.
Yeah, it's either 6, 8, or 8, 9.
Oh, 8, 9 pair makes it 2.
Well, it's left with 4, 8, 9.
And we know there's a 4 on here.
Right?
So that's going to be 6. And 6 and 17
Is
is
23.
23. So this is going to be a pair of
Well, a
9s,
pair of 9s. Yeah.
which is going to be 18, and 6, which is going to be 24. That's 18. And pairs of 6 to make 14. Um, I
Okay, well, 18, if you look at the circle and the pill below it, those two sum to 8.
5, 6 pair makes 9, which means this has to be a 6 and a 5, because it couldn't be 14 and 16.
Right.
So
And so the 6 is arrow is 2, 4.
3, 7.
The 9 arrow on row 9 is 4, 5. Because there's a 1 in the box and 2 and 7 and 3 and 6.
That's
Row 9's left
13.
with 1, 3, 8.
5, 8 makes this and that. 4, 5, 9, 2, 6. So this. So these two sum to 11. That's just a 9. Oh, I don't know why I
Well,
said
30,
this was whatever I said it was.
I don't know, but
It's not.
31 and 4 is 35 for row 4.
So that's 14. So I still need another
17,
17. Well, if this is
17,
17,
26, 36. So that's 9. So it's a 4,
4,
5
5,
pair.
1, 2, 4, 6,
3 and 9,
7,
2 and 7, 5 and 7, 3 and 4. Yeah,
6, 8.
8, 9. Yeah, 8, 9.
No. Yeah. This is a pretty tough puzzle for as quick as we did it. Oh, I see that link. Uh, I felt like it was pretty tough at least. I definitely was a little slow on thinking about these arrows, or not the arrows, but the consequences of the this diagonal. Um, this one was pretty straightforward. Um, and knowing that this had to be 3 or 4 was important, but there was something here. Knowing that this couldn't be a 1, and then the fact that this had to be a 2 or higher means this had to be 3 or 4, meaning that had to be 3 or 4, meaning that had to be 3 or 4, forced this to be a 4 when it was shown that it couldn't be a 5. And then that being a 4 makes that a 3, makes that a 3, makes that a 3. And then if this is 3, this had to be 2. I don't know. Like this diagonal was definitely a little slow on. But I don't know. I guess I wouldn't put it as easy. Um, so I guess I have to go with average. This is definitely really finicky. Well, I don't know if finicky is the right term, but you have to be really on top of the mathematics there. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with average. It's a really good puzzle though. With that, I have nothing else to say on it. So puzzle number 2 is going to be a puzzle in 2 parts by JSMI Rob. Um, J Smirov maybe? I'm not sure. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in cages sum to the indicated total if given. Digits cannot repeat within a cage or on the indicated diagonal. And that's all the rules. I do like it when the rules are a lot simpler. Um, yeah, let me get the link to the puzzle in the chat, which being quite slow on, but got there. Okay, where to start? Well, if you look in near box 9 with these two that stick out, red has to be one of those two, blue has to be one of those two.
No.
Yep, I definitely got that backwards. First try. If we do something similar up here, this one has to be purple, that one has to be green. And I did get that one first try. There's a lot of 9s. I don't know if the 9s are relevant, but I guess these two 9s cannot be the same. And the reason for that is if they were the same set of 3 digits, then it would be 3 digits across those 4. So we know this one isn't the same as that one, and this one isn't the same as that one, so can these two be the same? Well, if they were, then those 4 would be from 3 digits. So this is not the same as that, is not the same as that. So this one isn't the same as this, and it isn't the same as that for the same reason that this one and this one aren't the same as the corner. But this one, excuse me, this one must therefore be the same as this one because there's only 3 options for 9. Because you're going to have to use a number from 4, 5, or 6. And because of that, there's only 3 ways. So this is the same as that, So we have um, green and purple in there. Now, small problem with that is I don't know that this has to have green and purple in it. We do know that these are different and they do not contain green or purple. Well, no, they could still contain green or purple, they just can't be green and purple. Although only one of them could contain green or purple. Because if I made this green right here, then, well, no, that could be purple. I don't know why I didn't think that. Okay.
Well, the 9 in box 3 cannot contain green, and the 9 in box 7 cannot contain purple.
Yeah.
All right, along the diagonal,
Uh-huh.
there are 3 places for 9 to be. If it happens to be in box 5,
Hmm.
then the 8s have to contain a 1-2 pair because it's going to sum to 12. Because 17 and 16 is 33, leaves 12 for the box.
Okay.
So the 9s couldn't contain, oh, well, they could contain a 1 or a 2, but it would have to be on the corner there in boxes 3 and 7.
This was 4, 5, 7. And this could be 3, 6, 8. Okay, yeah, there's options for both of these if the 9's in the middle.
Okay, but for boxes 3 and 7,
Hmm.
one of them would have to be 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
with the 2 in the corner. But then what do you put in the other one?
This would have to be a 5, 6 pair minimum,
Yeah,
which
so
is
9
already
can't be in the
11.
middle. So, I mean, that wasn't particularly helpful, but
Yeah. I mean, I guess one thing we can look at is the fact that these two 9's are minimum, well, they're 18 because they're a pair of nines. And then these are minimum 10. So, I mean, these two must sum to 8. No, that's not how anything works. Their maximum is 8, but that doesn't mean anything. The maximum you can put in those 4 along the diagonal is 16. You have a pair of 1s on the outside. And then both of these would be 2, 3, 4. And it'd be just fine. Okay. I guess I want to ask the question is, can this not have green in it? We know it doesn't have purple, but can it not share 2 digits? Because let's say it was 2, 3, 4, but in order for it to not share both purple and green, oh, but it just needs 1 digit in common, and that would be that digit. So it would have to have 2 digits in common. But 1, 2, 6 and 2, 3, 4 only have 1 digit in common, and 1, 3, 5 and 2, 3, 4 only have 1 digit in common, and that could be the corner digit here. So that doesn't help anything. Because
But
purple could
either
be 4,
way,
5, 6.
since they have to have one digit in common,
Yeah.
no matter which two pairs it is. We know it can't have purple, but it has to have, yeah, green or orange has to be there.
Doesn't seem that useful. Okay, so with the nines, I know that I know that this does not have green in it, but it also doesn't have red. Does that mean that green and red are the same number? Because we know that these two are the same. But we also know that we can have 2 digits that don't share between a pair of nines that are different. In fact, We know we have to have 2 digits that aren't in common. Mm, hmm. Because we know that this is a digit that's in one of here, and this is another digit that's up here. Oh, this is a digit that's up here, and this digit is therefore this digit. And this digit is that digit. So therefore green can't go here, and purple can't go there. Wait a second. If I know that this digit is that one, and this one's that one, um, hold on. Okay, hold on. Just delete all the colors. Okay, if I make this
Okay.
one green and purple, go ahead.
Um, the eights along the diagonal,
Uh
same
huh.
as the nines, can only go in 3 spots.
Yeah.
And there again, if it's in box 5, that leaves a 1-3 pair because, 12. And for the same reason we couldn't do 9 or 1-2 pair.
Because that would be 17 with
But
a
how do you
pair of
have
ones. That's 19, so that's too much.
right, well, because if you put a 2 on the diagonal, then you have to put a 4, but then that leaves you with nothing for the 5.
Yeah.
So that means in box 5, the 8 and the 9 have to go in the 16 and 17. One's in the 16, the other's in the 17.
Yeah.
And you can't put a 7, although 7 could go on one of the 8s. 7 can't go on one of the 9s. So 7 has to go on that diagonal in box 5, whether it's in the center. And the other 2 sum to 5.
Yeah. Um, these go from
But
10
4
to go ahead.
and it would have to be 723 because you can't do 714 well, unless 7 is on the 8,
Yeah.
is on the is in one of the 8s.
This is maximum 16. Wait a second. We know what this diagonal is. It's
It's 45.
no, these 3.
Oh,
What did you say they were again? Like,
it has to be a 7 plus the other 2 sum to 5, so it's
so it's 12.
12. Oh, 5 and 6 are on the outside. One is
Um,
126, the other's 135 on the 9s.
um, oh, so we just showed that these are 2, 3, 4 then. If 5 and
Yeah,
6 have to be out here?
yeah.
Um, then, well, they're gonna have to be on the diagonal. Um, 1, 2, 3. Um, because we know that this is 12, then we get the 8, 9 that have to be over here.
Alright, so 4 has to be in the center. Then the pairs with 1, 7 for the other half of the 8.
Well, since those two have to be the same, this is 2 or 3. It's not a 4. And since those two have to be the same, this is again 2 or 3. This isn't 4. That is. And then these aren't 2, 3. Okay, I don't know if I need colors anymore. 2, 3 pair makes a 1. 2, 3 pair makes a 1. 1, 7 already took the 1 out. That would have made a lot of sense. Um, 16, no 1, no 7, and no 4. 1, no 7, and no 4. This 11, 7 is out.
2, 3 is out.
3 paired with 8, 9. So that has to be 5, 6. 1,
7,
2,
8,
3,
9.
4. 2, 3, 4 triple. Also here. I don't know if it means anything though. Well, I don't know if blue has to be in there. Yeah, don't think this is helpful. And unfortunately, these 3 aren't along this. Not that they could have been along that. That would break that. Wouldn't work.
Okay. In box 3, we have 1 from 2, 3, 4. Where are the other 2? We can't have 1 in row 1 because it already has 3. you can only put 1 in row 2 because there's one over in box 1 in row 2. So the 3rd one has to be there.
Is that gonna mirror down to box
It's gonna
7?
mirror down there, yeah,
Can't have
because it
2, 3,
can't
4
be
here. Can only have but it's one of these 2. Well, actually, no, it
right.
can't be here because you already have 2, 3, and 4.
2, 3, 4.
So 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then since it has to be one of these 2, this is still 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the 11 didn't help with that. Okay, this 34, can it have 2, 3, 4 in it? It would only be this one because it can't be in the top row. We know one of these has to be from 2, 3, or 4, so it can't be in the middle row. So it's just this one that could be from 2, 3, or 4. So that's out, that's out, that's out. 9 and 8, a 7 is required. And a 1 is. But since I have to have a 3 or a 4, that's this one. Not that the rest is particularly helpful. Red, blue is one of those 2. No. Gosh darn it, that was red. Because this one's blue. Blue's going to end up there. It's going to be one of those 2. Blue has to be one of these 2, so this can't be blue. Red, not red. And actually, the other is there, and that can't be yellow.
The one from the 34 cage that's on the outside,
Hmm.
that's in box 3, is one of the 2 that goes along with the other from 2, 3, 4.
It can't be.
No, in box 2. Look where it goes in box 2.
Oh, this one is the other
Yeah,
of it here. So that
right. And And it's from 7, 8, or 9, black is. Because if you look at box 3, 1 is out, 2, 3, 4 is out, 5, 6 is out. So it has to be from 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Well, then these are 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Where this one isn't a 4. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Missing something. Okay. I know that those 3 are all the same. And those 3 are those 2. I feel like I had some proof that this one had to be something. Let's say those were yellow. Aha. So where is this in this box? Well, it's none of those. Um, so this one has to be one of these 3. Which, I mean, it could be yellow. So maybe that's not helpful. Could have sworn I had something where I had both of these 2 painted. Because this is that, is one of these 2. Oh, this digit. Well, it's 2, 3, or 4, and this digit is 2, 3, or 4, where either of them could be yellow, but this one's either blue or this one's red. And so now this one is
So column
not
9,
this one,
well, column 9 and row 9, if you look at the 3 that are numbered,
that one, and then that one.
yeah.
So then
So then that
this.
leaves
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this
7, 8,
just
9.
has to be 7, 8, 9. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I need colors anymore.
Well, I'd say if you color the 7, 8, 9s,
Uh-huh.
maybe instead of coloring from box 3, um, color them along the diagonal.
Um, like that?
Yeah.
I don't know if that helped,
Yeah.
but I don't know if painting them is useful yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, this 17 um cannot have a 1 in it, which was what I was gonna say. So that's not helpful. Um,
Well, we already knew the 16 and 17 couldn't have 1,
yeah,
7, 8, or 9 in them, or 1 or 7 in them.
yeah. This is is one of those two. This is one of these two. This is that. It's one of those two. I don't
Well,
know.
column 1 and column 2 already have 3 from all from 2, 3, and 4. So column 3 needs 2 of them, and they have to be in box 4. 'It's gonna end up getting messy.
This cannot be 1 or 7, and it cannot be 2, 3, or 4. So this is 5, 6, 8, or 9. 5, 6, 9. It can't be a 7. What can this be? 1, 7, and 4. But it could be 2 or 3. this one, 5689,
Oh,
689. Why do I have
no,
twos
that's
over
not.
here? But this has to have 789 in it, so this can't be 789. It's 5 or 6, which is going to pair with that. 5 or 6, 5 or 6. Five, six, seven, nine. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 1 or 7 because it sees those two, which are different. Can't be a 1. That has these are both 2, 3, 4, aren't they? Because that can't be 2, 3, 4. These can't be 2, 3, 4, and neither can those be. So this is
Right.
1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, 2, 3, 4. So then if I look in this box, I cannot have 2, 3, 4 here, or there. So these two are 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Column 6, yellow, has to be in box 8.
So this is a
So that is
3.
not 4. Yeah. Okay. And since that's 3, the 2 and 4 pair with 5 make 11 in box 2.
You said these two?
Because, right, because 34, whatever's on the outside,
Uh-huh.
pairs with 11.
The 3 has to pair with the 6 inside of the 34. 2, 3, 5. So 3s don't have red in them.
red, unless you want to get rid of the colors.
Um, where's here? Where can I put two? Not there, not there, not there, there.
Means 3 goes in the 17.
Okay, I believe I have all of those now. Six, eight, nine. This isn't 5 or 6 because it sees 5 and 6. So that's not 8 or 9. Okay. One, six, seven, eight, nine. There. I put everything in the grid. So
Row
where
3, 6 has to go in box 1.
what are we still missing? Ones maybe? That doesn't seem right.
I don't know, maybe get rid of the colors and now paint 7, 8, 9s.
Uh, red, yellow, blue. We know that this one's blue. So one of those two is blue.
And we know which one is yellow in box 2.
Right.
Makes red in box 1, in row 1.
this can't be yellow. It could still be blue. Oh, well, this could be a 1. Never mind. Um, hmm. Can't be yellow.
Much of it isn't.
Yeah. Either that or we need a different starting point. No, this one is that one. If this is that, then this one is that. So this can't be red. Is that correct?
Yes,
Which means this one is red.
I think.
This one has to be that one.
Right.
So this one, or more accurately, this one must therefore be that one.
Right. Yeah.
So this one and that one is red because we've got red across the middle. So this is 8 or 9, which pairs with that. We get everything else is not 8 or 9. Why is OBS saying it disconnected? Reconnected right away, so not a huge deal, I guess. Okay. Well, this is red or blue, and the one over here is red or blue. Maybe if I go back to this one, Okay, so where is red in here? No, it's yellow that got removed from all of that. Okay, this one could not be blue, because if it was blue, then that would be blue, which would be a contradiction. So
Right,
blue has to
column
be one of
7,
those.
5 and 6 both have to be in box 9 because it can't be anywhere else in that column.
But I can also put 1, 5, 6, and then one of the 8 nines, 7,
Right,
8
but
nines.
5 and 6 have to be in that column, in box 9.
Oh,
So the 5 comes out of the other in okay, so now where is 5 in row 7?
it's not here, and it's none of those, and we just said it had to be in this column. So that's 5.
Right. It wasn't much, but something I saw. 1, 7, 8, 9, row 6 or row 7. Row 7.
1, 7, 8, 9. So to make this
Row 7, that's
6.
column.
1, 7, 8, 9. But
Yeah.
then 1, 7, 8. This was what you were pointing at, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, okay, okay.
But you kept looking at column 7. It's like, "No, row 7."
Um, well, this has to be red because it has to be 8 or 9. And then
Okay,
this is
well,
yellow or blue. Well, this one has to be yellow. This is red and blue. Okay, so now I know 6 has to be one of these two, but the other is either 8 or 9 or 7 or 1. If this is a 7, then it's 6, 1. If this is a 1, then it's 6, 7, 8, 9, which doesn't feel helpful. I wonder if 1s are helpful now. Because let's say I made those two 1. If I make these two 1, that's removed. That one would get removed. That one would get removed. This one, that one. This one would remove that one. Otherwise, this one makes that one. So that would be forced. Those two. This one would be forced. That one would be forced. This would force that one. Doesn't quite.
Oh, row 3, 7, 8, 9.
Oh. And if we bring this back, make that one red, that one red, blue, yellow, yellow, red. So then this one's yellow, so this one's blue. This is yellow, blue, red, blue. Red somewhere. Blue, yellow, yellow. Yellow. Red or yellow. Red or blue. If this was a 1, then that would be a 1, that would be a 1, but then neither of these two could be 1. So this isn't 1, and so that's definitely red, yellow, or blue. Okay, none of this is yellow.
Oh, look at the other box. Well, row 9, column 7. If that was a 1,
Then that would be 1, and that would be 1. Obviously, these two are 1s.
oh,
This would be 1, one of those two, one of those two, this one.
okay, there wasn't a contradiction. I must not have followed it right.
Yeah. Red, blue. None of these are red. So this has to be blue, because it cannot be red or yellow.
Right.
So blue must be one of those two.
And blue must be one of those 2 over in box 3 or box 4, excuse me.
So blue is out of these. So now where can blue go? It has to be this one. So these are our blue sevens. Okay. Red has to be here. Oh, and this is yellow, so that's another reason why. Um, this can't be yellow. Okay. Well, this can't have yellow in it, so this must have yellow in it. So this is yellow. So then those aren't yellow. This can't be yellow. This must be yellow. This can't be yellow. So now this has to be red. Um,
6
that's
pairs with
9,
8.
so I need 8 more. 9 and 5. OBS disconnects.
That took us a long time.
It did take us a long time, and mildly annoyed about how long that took. Not sure how long OBS was disconnected for, but um, yeah. Um, I was going to tackle a couple other puzzles, but it is already 9:40, so let's leave those for another time. Spoilers. Um, so we've got a puzzle in 2 parts. Oh, I already did that. So row 5. I am a teensy bit upset we only got through 2 puzzles today, but now how difficult was it? There was definitely some logic we could have gone faster through, so, like, the 8s and the 9s was really kinda obvious, once you started looking at it, um, because the only places we could put 8 or 9 in this diagonal were, um, these 3 places. And so if the center digit was 8 or 9, then that left too little, or actually too much, to go into the 2 nines. Because we knew this had to be 12 from the beginning.
Right.
And since this was maximum 16, 12 and 16 is what, 28? And an extra 17, 17 and 28 is 45.
45.
So yeah, so that's just knowing the fact that this is 12 and maximum 16 forces 8, 9 there, a pair of 1s there. Um,
Well, and knowing that, okay, 8 and 9 have to go in the 16 and 17, and you can't put 7 with either of them, so it had to be in the center.
yeah. Yeah, because now there's nowhere to put 7, so it goes here.
Right.
Um, and there's also nowhere to place 5 and 6, because the 7 in this grouping had to be with 1, 2, 3, or 4. So the 5 and 6
Mhm.
go up here. That forces these to be 2, 3, 4. Um, pretty quickly after that.
Yeah, it was
Um,
after that that we got stalled.
yeah. And we did some of the logic here a couple of extra times with these ones that stick out
Mhm.
and inside of the 9 in here. We did that like extra times. Um, but yeah. And then the 7, 8s, and 9s were really difficult to pin down. But I don't know how much of that was it was difficult logic to spot and how much of it was melting brain. Um, yeah, because I got to figure out a cooling solution for this room, which may it mean I put the AC unit in here and use that to cool this room, which is not ideal, but um, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, copy this link into my little notepad. And that is going to be it for today. So, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy YouTube engagement stuff. Um, aside from that, uh, make sure to ring the notification bell to get the other content on this channel, which Sudoku, excuse me, will be Mondays and Wednesdays, pretty much for the most part moving forward. And then I promise I will play Final Fantasy VI eventually. Cooperative games are on Saturdays at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. But yeah, with that, I have nothing else. So goodbye.